am Ayesha Mayadas. I have my studio and a gallery in Englewood, New Jersey, and I focus on luxury artisan jewelry, so silver, gold, platinum, precious stones, semi-precious stones, all handmade. So I was a textile engineer. I graduated in 1983. I worked for 13 years in the textile industry, technical textiles. And after about 13 years, I thought it would be really fun to go back and explore the metals a little bit more, because I had been doing that as a hobby in my at home in my kitchen. So I made the switch and I went to Rochester Institute of Technology to get my master's. And then I worked for another goldsmith for a short time and then started my own studio in 2001. So this is a second career, and of course, it's been a great move. I started off my early career making sculptures out of large pieces of metal, more sort of vessel abstract sculptures. So my pieces are kind of miniature versions of that. So there'll be just things on my bench, pieces of metal that I've hammered and created, and then something will speak to me. It might not be this year, it might be next year, it might be never, and that's how I think it all comes together for me. Yeah, I like to fabricate and to hammer, form, fabricate, solder. That is sort of my process of choice. Stones are not a huge big part of what I do. I'm not someone who tends to build things from center stones. Some people might have a beautiful center piece that they just want to expand and develop on. I tend not to do that. I tend to make the form first, and then if the stone, I sort of look for the stone afterwards. It's sort of like diamonds and things like that. They're like a period at the end of a sentence. They sort of bring things to a conclusion. They are not in and of themselves, the center. A lot of people design on paper. I don't design on paper. I design either with 3D kind of models or now just with the metal itself, because I like working in 3D. So I am very much someone who likes to feel the metal in my hands, and that communication that happens between the hand and the brain, I think, is a very important part of designing, because it helps you evolve from one thing, to the next. And I'm also very, influenced by, sort of abstract aspects of nature. I love nature, but I don't want to sort of depict it in reality. But I like the sense that when you look at my work, you feel like you could be in nature. Some of the forms and the softness of the material and all that is part of that, I think. I like to think that my jewelry really kind of becomes a part of the wearer. People who own my jewelry are not big jewelry wearers. They have a few favorite pieces that they wear, that they live in. I mean, there are exceptions, of course, but for the most part, I think people end up really wearing the jewelry like it's a part of them, and you'll see them often wearing the same piece over and over again.